Dear fighters, greetings. My name is Tapang Ivo. Tanku, the spokesperson of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. I want to congratulate all the fighters on the ground as we brave for the big day, the 25th of September 2018 to the 10th of October 2018, the national lockdown as declared by the Ambazonia Defense Forces. I want to congratulate all the fighters for the brilliant work that they've been doing. Of course, we've been seeing the mass exodus for people who cannot stand the heat on the ground as we prepare for this big national lockdown. We are shutting down the entire country on the 25th of September 2018 to the 10th of October 2018. The newest country in Africa, Ambazonia, would be shut down. We are shutting down all the transportation networks because we want to fish out all the terrorists, bury every terrorist deep into the ground, and of course restore our national pride, restore our human dignity, and give freedoms and liberation to the people of Ambazonia who have resisted the colonial republic of La République du Cameroun for the past 58 years. It's been a tremendous, very tiring and soaring journey, but we have already come to the end. The 25th of September 2018 to the 10th of October 2018 would be once more a national lockdown. On this regard, I want to insist here, the ADF is the leading force for self-defense on the ground. No other group has the right to delegitimize our claims for independence. No other group has the right to state that the ADF is non-existent and that must fall under a particular body. We are independent, we don't fall under any group, and of course, if anyone wants to stand on the way of the ADF, be it what group or what body, that group would be crushed. If anyone wants to stand against the security of the people, the Ambazonia Defense Forces shall crush that particular group or that individual. If anyone wants to stand against the freedoms of liberation, the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech, the freedom on the ground in Ambazonia, of course, you will be crushed. No one has the right to dictate to the ADF what to do and what not to do. The Ambazonia Defense Forces has been existing for a very, very long time. We did not start today. We did not start yesterday. Several years ago, we took down the Mongol Bridge in collaboration with Socadef. It was a great mission, not buried or not hinged on money as we see today. It was a great mission based on self-determination, self-respect, self-restraint, your love for the nation, and that was a mission that was done without the public knowing about it. And years down the lane, another group resurfaces to tell the ADF that they are non-existent if they don't fall under a particular body. We shall say no to you, and of course, if you think you want to stand against the ADF, be ready for fire fury, and of course we shall obliterate you. Our people of Ambazonia have known ADF as the leading force for self-defense alone. Other groups have surfaced and tested several hypotheses or theories, from fake and failed lawsuits to whatever they call diplomacy, and of course they are bouncing back to self-determination through self-defense. We welcome you into our frame of action, but do not tell us that we shall fall under your umbrella. We are welcoming you to fall under the umbrella of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, and that is how our code of conduct shall work. If you think you can violate the ADF code of conduct, dare it, and you shall be wiped out. And I insist, if you think you can violate and impose on the ADF code of conduct, dare it, and you shall be wiped out. We, of course, at the end of this war, it is a war, we shall be held accountable by the international bodies. And if we shall be held accountable, this is the best time for us to enforce some kind of legitimacy, authority, and put things straight. Because by the time they start knocking on our doors, you shall not be around to hold yourselves accountable. We will be the one to take the responsibility. We respect international humanitarian laws, and so please do not violate any of those laws. We respect the right of people to self-determination, of everyone who is responsible for human dignity or an advocate for human dignity. We welcome you to the frame. But we shall not toe the line of any group that wants to impose its will and code of conduct on us. We shall not toe your line. It is either you toe our line or we toe you out of the line. Be told. Again, I want to insist, from the 25th of September to the 10th of October 2018 is a national lockdown. All the groups must respect this particular national lockdown. Already we had a message from one of our generals on the ground who stated that it should be on the 16th of September. The Ambazonia Defense Forces again sat down to revise this particular date, and we've seen that the 16th will not be appropriate for our people to adequately prepare for this particular huge action that is about to take place. So we're asking everyone to take a week off, stock enough food, stock enough drinks, but be very vigilant as we are rolling out this plan of action on the 25th of September, and that shall end on the 10th of October 2018. Anyone who thinks this national lockdown must not hold is siding with La République and has taken money from La République to stand for La République's election that has been imposed on the people of Ambazonia. We know the tricks, and we are not standing for federation. We shall not accept unity. We shall not accept any form of federation. We shall accept all the forms of complete independence, and that is exactly what we are fighting for. Our people of Ambazonia, be very wary of the Ambazonia Security Council, or whatever they call themselves, the ASC. They claim to be for self-defense. They are only a council. The ASC is only a council and not a defense group. First, the ASC should remember how the DOD failed. And if you think you want to become a defense group overnight, try to revisit why the DOD failed. Second, the ASC works on a strategy of bribing restoration blocks on the ground or resistance blocks on the ground to fight against Ambazonian fighters. We shall not accept that. We shall not tolerate any group that thinks they can pay fighters on the ground to speak against fighters, be they on the ground or in the diaspora. It shall not work. Do exactly what General Ivo on the ground is telling you. He never ever points the gun or accuses any fighter on the ground or in the diaspora. He encourages all the fighters to point the weapons at La République du Cameroun, collaborate in fighting La République du Cameroun, and kill the big elephants. That is exactly what we should be doing. The money the people have raised is to fight La République du Cameroun and not to be paid to militia groups on the ground, weaker forces on the ground, to fight and cause disorder to serious fighters on the ground. We shall wipe out anyone who thinks wants to toe the line of bribery and corruption as mandated by the ASC. And that is it, and so shall it be it. We insist here that the people of Ambazonia have the right to self-determination, and the people have the right to side and align with the Ambazonia Defense Forces. I wouldn't say much, but I would insist here that if you cannot once more toe the line of the ADF on the ground, the code of conduct, you shall be wiped out. Because the people are for the Ambazonia Defense Forces, and the Ambazonian Defense Forces has a mandate to give you four main things. 1, restore your national pride. 2, protect your women and children. 3, guarantee you a safe transition to independence and complete independence. And 4, protect your national integrity and territorial boundaries. My name is Tapang Ivo Tanku. I am the spokesperson of the Ambazonian Defense Forces, and I'm also a military strategist at the office of the President of the Ambazonia Defense Authority, Dr. Ayabacho Lucas. Bye-bye.